Championship Wrestling. I'm TK Talk Kennedy, along with Christian Cole. Christian, an incredible heritage title defense by EJ Sparks last time out. Speaking of champions, guess who's in action this week? Scorpio Sky.
Yeah, Scorpio Sky, a guy that I have a ton of history with, one of the great champions in this company, whether you talk about the Heritage Championship or the Television Championship. Scorpio Sky's resume says it all.
Well, let's talk about the current television champion, Zicky Dice. He defended the title against QT Marshall. This week in our main event, he takes on Eye Candy Elliott.
Yeah, for Zicky Dice, it's going to be a big test against Eye Candy Elliott. But Zicky Dice is the kind of guy who's seen this before. He's been there before. Tonight, can he get it done against Eye Candy?
Zicky's been a tower of power. He's too sweet to be sour. Let's head to the ring. For Kenny King since the days of Tough Enough. I mean, think about what this guy has done. Two-time Ring of Honor television champion, two-time Ring of Honor tag team champion, two-time X Division champion. Had his shot to become world champion right here against Danny Limelight. Came up just short, but what a match it was.
Yeah, Kenny King, one of the legends of our sport, still a young competitor. But Kenny King, famous around the world for his skills in the ring. Tonight, he's got a big test.
Title reign. He's got 3.
Fidel Bravo, known for his tenacious abilities in the ring, his fight, his bravado. Of course, Fidel, no stranger to championships here in Hollywood. A long history with the company, more than 12 years wrestling here in Hollywood on this very program. Looks to make a statement tonight against the young legend, Kenny King.
I remember when he used to come out looking like Captain America. Had a good run with the Revolution as well. And he's just, you know, one of the surefire guys over the years. He's always in the mix, always in title contention, double tough. And if body language tells me anything, it tells me by the smirk on his face earlier, and you see this, I think Kenny King is taking Bravo lightly, and that might really come back to bite him.
Yeah, I think Kenny King just enjoys professional wrestling. You love to see it. You love to see guys who have been in the game 10, 20 years, and they still absolutely love to do it. They love being in the ring, competing for championships. Again, TK talked about it earlier. He came up just short against the 800+ days championship of Danny Limelight when competing against him. But going up against Bravo, it looks to be Kenny King having fun tonight.
Nice back elbow there by Kenny King. Talked about it in his title matchup with Danny Limelight. I was at Impact Wrestling when he was feuding with the likes of the Hall Effin' Show, Rob Van Dam, over the X Division title, a title he defeated RVD for during that time. Nice arm drag takedown by Bravo, and another turning Kenny King inside out. There you go, a little payback. Anything you can do, I can do better.
Kenny's an interesting fighter as well. I mean, for as long as he's been in the sport, for as long as he's been a contender for championships around the world, he's like a fine wine. He continues to get better. He continues to age with grace. As agile as he has ever been is Kenny King. And he's going to need all that agility tonight against Bravo, who is feisty and elusive.
He does have that agility in spades. If he catches you with that royal flush, forget about it. And he's got an arsenal of capoeira-style kicks as well. He can hit you from all angles, puts on the brakes, rolls through, And look at this, jackknife cover the other way by Bravo, looking to take advantage, but just too much power. Look at how Kenny King was able to just almost bench press his way out of there. Maestro Grado, hooking him up is Bravo, back the other way. Man, great action, Christian.
Yeah, you're starting to see the mat-based wrestling skills of Fidel Bravo, his ability to control the action and keep his opponent off of his feet. Fidel Bravo needs to do exactly that. I mean, he is undersized in this match, but of course, if you're able to keep a vertical base away from your opponent, you can do things on the mat that you couldn't do going toe-to-toe.
Well, that had to feel like deja vu, as that was a position that Kenny King was in, that giving up his back into the Maurice Onyando, that rear naked choke by the champion, and now Bravo took some notes. This match continues right after this.
Every year, 800,000 children are reported missing. That's one child every 40 seconds. It's every parent's worst nightmare. Right now, there are 483 missing children cases still open. Your card donation can help keep kids safe and bring missing kids home. Donate your unwanted card today. Fast, free pickup, 24-hour response. Plus, you'll get the maximum tax deduction.
Call 800-912-4231.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. I end up going to a dentist and he wants to charge over $600 for a night guard. That's when I found this, the Brooks night guard. This was a game changer. It's smaller than other night guards that I tried, which is a good thing because it doesn't make me gag. It could fit on the top or the bottom of the teeth. It's lightweight and super comfortable. Now the Brooks night guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to brooksnightguard.com and order yours today. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Go to brooksnightguard.com and use the promo code to activate your special TV offer. That's brooksnightguard.com. Order today and take advantage of this special TV offer. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Welcome back, everyone. Great matchup here between that man, not looking so great right now, Fidel Bravo's. Kenny King goes for the cover. During the break, Kenny King absolutely turned Bravo inside out with a big clothesline.
Yeah, we saw that. I thought that could be the end of the match during the commercial break, but Bravo, again, tenacious, able to fight back, able to stay in this fight. Right now, though, lateral press, and only two.
The deck is stacked when you're in there with Kenny King. I mean, just think of the learning tree that he was under early at the beginning of his career, and then all the experience he's had ever since. Moments ago, that beautiful float over suplex into the ground and pound. Full head of steam here. Took too much time. Sweep the leg. Step one, step two. Put him in a body bag, Johnny, and goes for the cover here. Can he put him away? No, not yet.
I think Kenny King starting to build some frustration. I think for him, he thought this might be an easy night out, but all you have to do is look at the resume of Fidel Bravo to know that he is a fighter. He is a guy who has been doing this for more than a decade plus here in Hollywood and has done it at a high level.
Bravo ran into tough opposition most recently in the form of Maximilian. What a physical specimen he is. But yeah, he will always, you know, if he's going to go down, he's going down on his sword. He will fight with every ounce that he's got in him. But just, it's tough to fight from underneath against Kenny King, a guy that doesn't make a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, and you talked about his resume. Kenny King, of course, a former X Division champion, a Ring of Honor tag team champion multiple times. And Kenny, though, no one home. And Fidel, again, showing that elusive nature, his ability to move out of the way, his speed, his quickness.
And Bravo's got the veteran instincts as well. If you crack that door of opportunity open, he will kick it down. What a huge win this would be for Fidel if he can knock off Kenny King, who was very recently a #1 contender in the eyes of the championship committee. Takes down Kenny King. Turnabout's fair play. Now it's Bravo turning him inside out.
Bravo's fired up right now. Bravo might be seeing and smelling some blood in the water. Eats a chop there, but Bravo, man, what a fight he's put up against King tonight.
No doubt about it. High risk here by Bravo. Do what it takes to get the victory. Look at that beautiful high cross body. Hooks the leg. Oh, how close was that? A fraction of a second from perhaps the biggest win in the career of Fidel Bravo.
He was mere inches away from putting down the young legend Kenny King, and it was just about an inch or two from referee Chris Massey that decided this match will continue. Bravo, though, starting to see that he might have a chance to put away King tonight.
I gotta ask you, do you think Kenny King is getting more than he bargained for?
Absolutely.
From Fidel Bravo.
Yeah, I think with King, I mean, he outsized his opponent. He's taller, he's bigger, but he's been in a fight tonight. He's gonna go home feeling this fight he was in here at Hollywood.
Beautiful defense there. Oh, there you see it. The capoeira skills. Oh, just right into the spine buster.
That might do it, Todd.
No wasted motion. Close call, but the cortisone of Bravo keeps him alive.
This is the thing about Bravo. You know, he has that sort of Shake of Caveira spirit. He's got that fighting spirit. We know that Fidel Bravo, a long resume here in Hollywood. Whether you love him or hate him, you have to respect his skills in the ring, his ability to fight.
Well, he was running buddies with Cabrera at one point. Along with Derevko, whatever happened to that guy? Big kick upstairs. Goes Kenny King. Lights are out. No, my God, this is a mistake.
Listen, man, I'm not sure that's a good idea, Todd. You and I agree. I mean, I get it. Kenny King wants to show this crowd a little more. They paid to see him tonight. He wants to stay in this fight. But I think if you have an opportunity to put Fidel Bravo away, you got to stay on those shoulders for 3 seconds.
Christian, he had him out cold with that hurricane kick. I mean, you can see Bravo is not right here.
Yeah, he's loopy, TK.
Trying to clear the cobwebs, and good luck. But you can't toy with this guy. You can't afford to be a cat playing with his body.
Nasty DDT.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. How close was that? Almost snatched victory from the jaws of defeat, but couldn't put it away. What a match. We still have a television title match to come. This is incredible. Again, this time though, went to the well.
But look at this, the pure power of Kenny King, able to hold Fidel up onto the shoulder, fireman's carry.
Into the cover, King wins.
Here is your winner, Kenny King.
Well, we postulated that Kenny King might have taken Fidel Bravo lightly, and it almost cost him. As we take a look back at the action brought to you by Dickey's Barbecue Pit. How about first that hurricane kick by Kenny King, the 1-2, and then pulls him up, and then the Impaler DDT by Fidel Bravo almost had him.
I thought that Impaler DDT was going to put this thing away, but it was not to be. Fidel Bravo, an awesome showing tonight, but Kenny King, too much from Hollywood.
Flushed him down with the Royal Flush. More coming your way, including the television title main event. We'll be back.
Yep, your worst nightmare. Your car broke down. Unless you already called CarShield, the legit #1 auto protection company in the country. When you're protected with a plan through CarShield, the process is smooth like ice and done in as little as 3 steps. 1, the tow truck takes your car to the shop. The cost of towing, covered when you got a plan through CarShield. 2, plans through CarShield have rental car options too. 3, when you pick up your vehicle, you don't have a big repair bill to worry about. When you call CarShield, whether you got a small problem like a power window motor or a big problem like an engine or transmission that could cost you thousands of dollars, you're taken care of. Call CarShield now.
Call CarShield for coverage on up to 5,000 parts and get the CarShield guarantee. Call 800-764-5611. 800-764-5611.
Most men over 40 look into the mirror and see this, when they could be seeing this. Most men over 40 look into the mirror and see this, when they could be seeing this. Most men over 40 look into the mirror and see this, when they could be using this. Particle 6-in-1 Face Cream for Men. The first of its kind anti-aging cream designed specifically for men. Fights eye bags, dark spots, and wrinkles. Visit particlemen.com and use the promo code on your screen to receive 25% off your entire order. Plus, we've got free shipping and a 30-day money-back guarantee. www.particlemen.com. Because seeing is believing.
Big Mama's in the house, baby! Let's go! I am celebrating because I am the United Wrestling Network Women's Champion! I need beer! I'm out at the Improv Theater and baby, I need all the beer. Here's your stop, baby! Bring me Jet Foxworthy! Let's go! I need 2 more beers! Give me a 3rd beer, let's go! Come on, guys! Come on, let's go.
Excuse me, miss. Could you please keep your voice down?
I'm not, you keep your voice down. I do what I want. I'm Big Mama, baby. Come on, bring it on. Let me hear some more.
Pink Dream Alex Grassi here, and last week I lost against Vipress. In the time before that, I lost my title match against Big Momma. Things are just not on my side right now, and I acknowledge that. But you know what? The Pink Dream, she always finds her way back. I climb the stairs. I've done it before. I can do it again. And this time at Coastline Clash, I'm going to have my Pink Dream team with me, who y'all will all find out about very soon.
Jack Farmer here, being joined now by the United Wrestling Network Tag Team Champions, Bad Dude Tito, Che Cabrera. Gentlemen, since winning those championships, you have been unstoppable. So what I want to know, and what everyone here wants to know, what's next for the Wolf Zaddies?
750 days, we big tag champions.
That's a lot of days, Jack. That's a lot of days.
Whoever they bring in, we knock them down. They bring in some more, we knock them down. There's not a tag team alive that could beat us in that ring and take these championships.
And there's no tag team out here or anywhere that brings the satisfaction that the Wolf Zaddies bring.
You see, we're the baddest dudes in professional wrestling, and every night we prove it. So I welcome anybody, step in that ring with a couple of bad dudes and test your might.
Hey. No. Hold on a second. Why are we giving these guys interview time when the new guys running the show are right here? Ladies and gentlemen, you are witnessing the reincarnation of Lights, Camera, Faction in the United Wrestling Network. So these guys don't need an interview because they, Jack, are not gonna be tag team champs much longer. Because you can feel how you feel, but you will never change the fact that since we're around, we are gonna fix everything wrong with this show. So that means anybody and everybody can get cut!
What the hell your favorite United Wrestling representatives here to give you a big announcement going into the Coastline Clash.
That's right, Peter. Avalon. Coastline Clash is coming back, and quite frankly, some of the greatest title matches in the history of the United Wrestling Network have happened at Coastline Clash. As a matter of fact, Peter, Bad Dude Tito actually defeated you for the Heritage Championship.
Hey, come on now, come on. Right? What the?
Yeah. I'm just saying it was an amazing title match.
Keep it going.
Bad Dude Tito ended your reign of 573 days. But without further ado, let's get to some big match announcements for Coastline Clash. Up first.
Security, we got a brawl.
Oh, hey, you know what? That sounds important. You guys got to go handle that.
What? Okay, before you do that, I'm telling you, he's up to something. All right, I did some digging. Last week, I thought he came in because he weaseled his way back in with the management. No. Then I thought, nepotism. It's wrestling. That happens. Not the case. The kid got rich with crypto and bought his way back into United. He's up to something, Pete. I'm telling you.
Okay, Johnny, relax. Come on, relax.
Pete.
Hey, folks, I'm Chris Salcedo, your liberty-loving Latino, and if you're like me, you want to stay sharp, informed, stay connected. But if your hearing isn't what it used to be, it can feel like you're missing out on the conversation. That's why I'm excited to tell you about Nano Hearing Aids, the affordable, high-quality solution that's changing the way Americans hear the world around them. Nano Hearing Aids are sold direct and shipped straight to your home. Plus, the Nano Hearing Aids are a fraction of what you'd expect to pay for prescription hearing aids.
I didn't realize how much hearing I lost until I put the Nano Hearing Aids in.
Nanos aren't available in stores and supplies are limited. Call now to find the hearing aid perfect for you and your budget.
No prescription, no doctor, order it online.
It's made a huge difference in my life, and I'm grateful for it.
Get back great hearing with Nano Hearing Aids. This special TV offer won't last long. Call now.
Call 800-644-1488. That's 800-644-1488. 800-644-1488.
Every year, 800,000 children are reported missing. That's one child every 40 seconds. It's every parent's worst nightmare. Right now, there are 483 missing children cases still open. Your card donation can help keep kids safe and bring missing kids home. Donate your unwanted card today. Fast, free pickup, 24-hour response. Plus, you'll get the maximum tax deduction.
Call 800-912-4231.
Mission Control, Josiah John, are you ready for takeoff?
Well, Josiah John better be ready for takeoff when you think of the opposition here.
Josiah John!
And if he does get a victory here, he will indeed have a jetpack strapped to his back. Will the rocket? He'll be going to the stratosphere as he's taken on one of the most decorated competitors in the history of this program.
Josiah John out of Houston, Texas, one of the great prospects of the reality wrestling and Booker T camp there. Josiah John on a meteoric rise, getting noticed around the world tonight. A huge test in the ring.
Joe Tessitore. It's been a long, long time since I've felt this fine. And that's the case when it comes to hearing Crank It once again in the United Wrestling Network.
Crank It! Hey! I gotta tell you, Todd, I talked to Sky earlier tonight. He was jazzed up on his return in 2025 to Championship Wrestling. And I said, dude, you gotta do it. You gotta bring out the old music from your television championship run. He said, bro, that's a good idea. And it is so good to hear that music yet again here in Hollywood.
It's day one-ish. It's just me, Oos. Here we go. Bell sound, Scorpio Sky in action as advertised, but here to play spoiler is Josiah John, and let me tell you, this is a phenomenal looking prospect out of Houston, Texas. Guy looks to be a great athlete. He's gonna have the height advantage. And Scorpio Sky is going to have to utilize angles to get inside that reach.
Yeah, you got to be nervous getting into the ring with, of course, the first ever AEW World Tag Team Champion. Sky, of course, adorning that television championship some 10 years ago here in Hollywood and really put that title on the map. Sky, I think, a little shocked at the power Josiah John showed early on in this bout.
He's a specimen. Now, last week, Ice Williams didn't elect to get in the ring with Jack Cartwheel, although he was very physically involved in that matchup in the victory of Joe the Action Braxton over Jack Cartwheel. But Scorpio Sky did score a win over the oldest man on the planet, Ice Williams. What a great match that was, and it's great to see Scorpio Sky back in action, looking for the cover early. But grinding on that side headlock is Josiah John. This guy's a powerhouse.
Yeah, Sky is glad to be here. He's glad to be back in Hollywood where he cut his teeth over the last decade or two. And for Sky, you know, he just wants to show these Hollywood fans he should still be in contention for the Heritage title. He should still be in contention for the television championship. Josiah John, the bigger opponent, Sky looks to get a win over him tonight and put him back in contention.
Look at this again, what a huge upset it would be, but this guy certainly looks capable. Speaking of Booker T, was looking for that big leg lariat there, shades of Booker T, and the veteran Scorpio Sky gets to the ropes here. Scorpio Sky, I know you mentioned those other titles, the television title, which he really put on the map, was the very first on this program, defeated SoCal Crazy in the finals of the tournament way back when. But it's been clear to me that Sky has his eyes on one prize, and that is a prize that was not available in his early run, and that is the United Wrestling Network World title.
Yeah, of course, that inaugural championship coming in the years that Sky was absent from Hollywood, but he's back. And you got to figure he has got his eyes set on Limelight to try and take the 800-plus day reign from Danny Limelight and become United Wrestling title or Wrestling champion.
If the first one don't get you, the next one will. After the leapfrog, looked for the boot. Sky was wise to it, but couldn't evade that one. And Josiah John, full head of steam in the corner, nowhere to go, but down for Scorpio Sky. Scorpio Sky, such a great veteran. Again, two-time TNT champion. Oh, look at that dragon screw. Leg lace, call it what you will, but that was nasty stuff. That'll have your ligaments screaming.
Yeah, Sky had such an impact on the culture of professional wrestling during that TNT championship run. Of course, adorning the purple and gold Lakers-style Kobe tribute TNT title. I've never seen the title look so beautiful as it did on Sky's waist.
Again, a title that has so much prestige as well, held by the likes of the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, the late great Brody Lee, and many others. But Sky, two-time champion, and in the history books will go down as one half of the first ever AEW World Tag Team title holders. But so much history on this program led to that.
You really can't take that away from him. Scorpio Sky has done it all, and yet he continues to fight. He continues to impress, and he is just looking as good as he has ever looked here in 2025.
Well, he's back on the West Coast, partner. He's been going up. You know, Big Bear isn't known necessarily just for the Eagles up there. They're known for Scorpio Sky and his high elevation training.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about his run with Frankie Kazarian and Christopher Daniels in SCU and their ability to shock the world as they made waves through Ring of Honor and AEW in recent years. Of course, we wish Christopher Daniels all the best in his retirement.
What a career. Incredible. And do you think that Irvine, California is the worst town that Scorpio Sky's ever been to?
I think it's very much possible. It smells funky around here, man.
Oh, well. Look out here, though. Sky will absolutely pretzel you. He's well-versed everywhere. He's a great striker, but look at this. Using the long limbs is Josiah John. And you attack the trapezius muscles there, you can give somebody a stinger in a hurry.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And I think for Josiah John, he is well scouted on Sky, as Sky has had neck issues over the years, dating back at least a decade. He's always getting his physical therapy on that neck, focusing on trying to strengthen the neck, but John attacking it now, clothesline after clothesline, right into the neck of Scorpio Sky. Wow, incredible leg lariat there from behind.
I wonder if Booker T said, oh, you got to go up there. It's going to be on like neck bone sucker if you attack the neck bone, and that's what he's doing here. But Sky, he hit that leg lace earlier.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, thinking ace of spades, but just didn't have the foundation there. He's eaten a lot of punishment. You got to wonder if the nerves upstairs kept him from locking him in that launch position.
You know, you talked a little bit about the athleticism of Josiah John earlier, but it's also his IQ in the ring, his ability to attack.
Talked about it, very Booker T-esque there. I mean, this Josiah John, what an athlete. Elevated there and attacked the neck again in the process, Christian. He came in with a game plan.
Yeah, and the thing is, he makes everything look so effortless. His ability to jump and that vertical so high into the air during his attacks on Sky. I just like to see him use his smarts to attack Sky and try to take away the offense that we know Sky has.
What I like about Sky there, though, partner, the wide base. He had his sea legs. He would not allow Josiah John to hoist him up for something high impact. And now chopping down the tree. That nullifies that height advantage. Just chopping him down to size. Swing and a miss, though, by Sky. Rolls through, maybe thinking single leg crab.
Oh, that's in deep, Todd, and he's got it. Single leg right in the middle of the ring, and he taps out.
Here is your winner via submission, Scorpio Sky!
Let's take a look back at the action. The replay brought to you by Laundry Sauce. As Josiah John tried to go upstairs, in the end, Scorpio Sky goes downstairs, locks in a nasty single leg crab for the victory.
Yeah, Sky transitioning into that single leg Boston crab so quickly, and it was just as quick. Josiah John tapping out, saying no mas to Scorpio Sky.
2 consecutive victories for Scorpio Sky since returning to United Wrestling Network. Title competition in his future. Speaking of, it's coming up in our main event. Zicky Dice, Eye Candy Elliott for the television title in our main event. Will be back.
We have been studying the landscape, and upon further evaluation, it appears that everyone has been infected by this plague. We will be the ones to deliver the cure.
Yep, your worst nightmare. Your car broke down. Unless you already called CarShield, the legit #1 auto protection company in the country. When you're protected with a plan through CarShield, the process is smooth like ice and done in as little as 3 steps. 1, the tow truck takes your car to the shop. The cost of towing, covered when you got a plan through CarShield. 2, plans through CarShield have rental car options too. 3, when you pick up your vehicle, you don't have a big repair bill to worry about. When you call CarShield, whether you got a small problem like a power window motor or a big problem like an engine or transmission that could cost you thousands of dollars, you're taken care of. Call CarShield now.
Call CarShield for coverage on up to 5,000 parts and get the CarShield guarantee. Call 800-764-5611. 800-764-5611.
Do you use Viagra or Cialis? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? We'll do the math for you. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. Want more? We'll give you 40 blue pills or 40 yellow pills for $99 and add 4 more pills free. You save more than $500. Stop overpaying for Viagra. Ordering is fast and easy with your pills delivered to your door in a non-marked package. Call now.
See, last week I stood face to face with someone who sits in the Mount Rushmore of United Wrestling, that's Scorpio Sky. But you see, aside from Adam Pearce and Peter Avalon, the 4th face is Danny Limelight, Sky. And while you came out there to give me my flowers, I know deep down your intentions are to send my championship reign to the grave. But before I get to you, Sky, next week, I gotta look TNA superstar Ace Austin in the face and defend my championship. Ace, you're a former tag team champion and a former X Division champion. But let's get one thing straight.
Danny, I appreciate you putting respect on my name like that, but let me correct you. I'm a 3-time X Division champion. I'm a 3-time World Tag Team champion. And the last time you stood toe-to-toe with me, you fell to the fold just like they all do.
See, Ace, this is the same Danny Limelight from 2019. So next week, when we step into the ring, we're gonna see who got the better hand.
You've got an impressive streak going, but listen, you will lose. And that, my friend, is inevitable.
It is main event time, and here we see the challenger for the United World Television Championship. Candy Elliott got into it in the back earlier with the current champion, Zicky Dice. Said, this is just a taste. I'm coming out for dessert. He figures that dessert will be taking home the title.
This championship, Todd, has so much history, dating back to 2012 into its introduction into Hollywood. The television championship at one time was the premier title featured from Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Scorpio Sky and a litany of other great wrestlers held this title. Tonight, Eye Candy looks to gain this championship upon his resume. Can he do it? Zicky Dice, a multi-talented star in our sport, a man who can sing, he can play guitar, plays the drums. He's got an incredible musical background, but he has been defined by his run as the television champion. And Zicky Dice, I talked to him earlier tonight, Todd. He said to me, you know what, tonight is not the night. I will continue to be your television champion.
Well, Matt's in here to set the stage for our big main event.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the United Wrestling Network Television Championship! Introducing first the challenger from Candyland, weighing in at 200 pounds, for your viewing pleasure, Eye Candy Elliott! And his opponent, from Prismo Beach, California, by way of Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 233 pounds, he is your United Wrestling Network Television Champion, Outlandish Zicky Dice!
Main event time. The Outlandish One putting his world television title on the line, and possession not 9/10 of the line yet. Eye Candy Elliott cannot get his hands on the gold just yet. But Zicky Dice has been on a roll, no pun intended, ever since defeating Jack Banning for that television title. A couple big defenses, another tough one in the way here in our main event. Your thoughts?
Well, I just want to start off by saying I met Zicky Dice about 12 years ago, as he gets some love here from sold-out audience in Hollywood. You know, I met him, he was actually just a fan at a show in Santa Maria, and he was cracking up the entire 2,000-3,000 people that were there. I mean, anything he said that was heckling the wrestlers in the ring, they were fired up about Zicky Dice. And he's always shown, whether it was through music or through pro wrestling, that he is an entertainer, but he means serious business, and he is a serious dude to be in the ring, despite what you see there. He's having a little bit of fun.
Very serious. But he can afford to play the mental game of chess because he's got the credentials to back it up. And he loves to get under the skin of his opponents and get them out of their game plan. And Eye Candy Elliott, as his name would imply, doesn't like being shown up by anybody. He wants to be, you know, the focal point of everybody's attention and affection.
Yeah, but for Eye Candy Elliott, what he needs to do is ignore the audience here in Hollywood. He needs to ignore everybody in the ring who's heckling him and try to just focus on his opponent. He's going to have to put in the work tonight to gain that television championship around his waist.
Well, he was focusing on the follicles of the champion there, pulling the hair to bull rush Zicky Dice back into the corner and try and get the advantage in this thing. Fools rush in, bit of a feeling out process here. You don't want to make a mistake in such a high stakes main event.
I mean, here's the point, TK. I mean, if you lose this match against Zicky Dice, if you do not gain the United Wrestling Television Championship tonight, you don't know when your next opportunity can be. It might be 2 years from now, it might be never. Tonight, Eye Candy Elliott needs to get it done and gain that title around his waist.
Eye Candy Elliott, the challenger, trying to take advantage. Uh-oh, look at this. Oh,
whoa.
Whoa, wait a minute. Some serious wedge action. He is lifting him off the canvas.
Those aren't boxer briefs, Todd.
Yes, undergarments. Nothing sweet about that.
Man, I tell you what, Zicky Dice is a throwback. He reminds me of some of the guys from the late 80s, early 90s with his style, his ability to entertain and yet stay focused and yet keep himself on top in his championship matches. Todd Kennelly talked earlier about all the men he's defeated.
I think with that wedgie, Eye Candy Elliott is getting separated into right Twix and left Twix here, partner.
Somebody call it right twee, left twee.
My goodness, the champion in total control is Zicky Dice. Gonna go for a little dive. No, Eye Candy out of there. This match continues right after this.
I'll be back.
Every year, 800,000 children are reported missing. That's one child every 40 seconds. It's every parent's worst nightmare. Right now, there are 483 missing children cases still open. Your card donation can help keep kids safe and bring missing kids home. Donate your unwanted card today. Fast, free pickup, 24-hour response. Plus, you'll get the maximum tax deduction.
Call 800-912-4231.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. I end up going to a dentist and he wants to charge over $600 for a night guard. That's when I found this, the Brooks night guard. This was a game changer. It's smaller than other night guards that I tried, which is a good thing because it doesn't make me gag. It could fit on the top or the bottom of the teeth. It's lightweight and super comfortable. Now the Brooks night guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to brooksnightguard.com and order yours today. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Go to brooksnightguard.com and use the promo code to activate your special TV offer. That's brooksnightguard.com. Order today and take advantage of this special TV offer. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Big neck breaker there by Eye Candy Elliott. And you know, the champion likes to attack that region with the snake rattle roll. Here's the cover. And I think only the power saved him there. You know, when you get that neck attack, that can just shoot lightning bolts of pain, radiate through the entire body, Christian.
That's right. Right now, he's all hung up on the ropes. Is the champion, Zicky Dice. Eye Candy Elliott using every inch of the squared circle to attack his opponent. I like his style. He's going to come from different angles. He's going to do exactly what you didn't expect him to do. Eye Candy Elliott poised now to try and gain this television championship.
Eye Candy Elliott said he just got a little taste. Well, now he wants the main course in the main event, and the dessert, the cherry on top, would be becoming the new United World Television Champion. A title, as you mentioned, has a rich history on this program. What an incredible rivalry between the likes of Scorpio Sky and Willie Mack back in the day.
That's
legendary stuff.
Yeah, if you go back and look at our YouTube channel, you can see the old classic matches between Willie Mack and Scorpio Sky. I tell you what, Todd, when Sky earned that television championship, we were getting into nightclubs. We were first in line. We weren't waiting in line. There were women lined up around the building to talk to Scorpio Sky, to be a part of his aura. Zicky knows exactly what I'm talking about. Eye Candy Elliott looks to figure that out tonight.
Eye Candy had taken the back of the champion, full head of steam, but Zicky Dice craps out, runs right into that big clothesline, courtesy of Eye Candy Elliott, who does more than just pass the eye test. The challenger can go.
Eye Candy Elliott taking his time. This is not going to work here, Todd. I mean, I like it. I like the arrogance. I like his ability to psych his opponent out, but you're going to have to do more than that to keep the shoulders down from the television champion, Zicky Dice.
Really putting on the full court press here is the challenger, making things very difficult. Uh-oh, look at this. I'll tell you, man. Might turn him into a Laffy Taffy, and it's no laughing matter here. Zicky, oh, big shot, swing and a miss. Going to the eyes. That's a weak point in any man, Christian. Oh, wow. He's viciously now draping over the ropes, raking the eyes on the ropes. And it's going to be tough for the champ to see where these attacks are coming from.
Yeah, Eye Candy Elliott wants to take his opponent's eyes and rip him from his skull, and that's exactly what he's trying to do now, living up to the moniker. Eye Candy Elliott, beautiful snapmare there, Todd. It's looking now he's going to control Zicky Dice in the center of the ring. Champion's in trouble here.
Look at this. Little 12 to 6 on the clock, tick-tock. And I mean, just think in this episode alone, the talent we have right now in the United Wrestling Network. We saw Kenny King, Scorpio Sky, of course, in action, who's got his eyes on the World Heavyweight title. Here's a cover. And we got a good one here with the World Television title hanging in the balance.
Starting to see the confidence mount for Eye Candy Elliott. You're starting to see that he can see the championship in his future. Will he walk out tonight from Hollywood as the new television champion?
Champion gets the boot up there. Oh, this is unfamiliar territory here. And we see why. Zicky Dice tried to go upstairs, and he got caught in a, let's just say, precarious position. 2 title matches on the docket next week. World Tag Team titles and the United Wrestling Network World title will be on the line, but got a tough battle, back and forth seesaw stuff here for the World Television title. Don't tell me he's thinking superplex here.
He's gonna try for nice counter there by Zicky, who outweighs Eye Candy Elliott by near 100 pounds. Zicky now looks to attack from a high-risk area. Zicky Dice, beautiful maneuver.
Rolling the dice. Is he gonna roll right into the victory? No. Only a count of 2. And you talk about weight. Again, one of just the really intriguing things about Zicky Dice. What a journey he's had. This guy, he was billed today, I think, in the 235-pound mark.
Yeah, right.
Used to weigh near 400 pounds, and not necessarily in a good way. This guy's been through a heck of a journey. He has transformed himself into the champion he is today. But will he roll into Coastline Clash as still the World Television Champion?
Yeah, Zicky Dice's story is incredible. You can Google him if you want, but all I want to say about Zicky Dice is he went from being a fan and a musician who just loved to watch wrestling to becoming a champion on the national stage. Zicky Dice continues to prove himself with that nasty forearm right there.
Big shots. I think only the ropes were keeping up. Eye Candy Elliott, who crashes and burns. The champion in full control now. He's got things right where he wants them. Telegraphed that, though, and it costs him. Nice DDT by the champion. Into the cover. Is this going to do it? No, not yet.
Yeah, I thought that DDT might end this one. I thought we were going to see a championship retain from Zicky Dice. It wasn't enough, though, but Dice looks to attack again.
Zicky Dice trying to turn him into an Abba Zaba and prove that he's a big hunk in the process. Candy references. Shrugs off the champion. And again, you know, Zicky also has is pretty agile in his own right.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if you look at Zicky Dice, he looks just like a big guy. But of course, there's a reason he's the television champion. It's because he can. Uh-oh, he's got caught though. Nasty power bomb. Eye Candy Elliott staring at his food now.
You can't waste any time. That huge power bomb. Zicky having a little too much fun. He paid for it. Look at this. The Sugar Rush. Sugar Rush knees in the corner. He's put a lot of people away with that. Is this going to do it? No. History almost made here in our main event.
Eye Candy Elliott able to hook the outside leg, put all of the leverage onto the shoulders of our champion Zicky Dice, but it wasn't enough. Dice still able to fight.
Eye Candy Elliott out there, what's he looking for? Some sort of equalizer, flirting with disaster if he gets himself disqualified.
This is not a good idea.
He tried to get his hands on the title during the introductions.
I think Eye Candy Elliott letting the emotions take over a bit.
He's got that television title. The official taking a good look here. If he connects with it, this match will be over. Got a game of tug-of-war going on now.
Wait a minute. Oh, he hit it.
Oh, I think the title was involved there one way or another.
Here is your winner, United Wrestling Network Television Champion, Zicky Dice.
Well, partner, Eye Candy Elliott tried to use the title, but in the end, we want to talk about Candy's, the champion. He was a smarty in there. A whole pack of them, in fact, got him with the snake rattle and roll on the title to get the win.
Yet another brilliant title defense from the United Wrestling Network Television Champion, Zicky Dice, getting his flowers from a sold-out crowd in Hollywood. Zicky Dice remains your television champion.
This is why you gotta be here live to take it all